Love and connection have no age limit. As we grow older, the bond between husband and wife becomes even more precious. Yet there are tender topics, though deeply important, that often go unspoken simply because we're embarrassed. How should couples stay close when their bodies and health aren't what they once were? How do we keep emotional warmth alive in the golden years? Today's video opens the door to conversations that may seem hard to talk about, but are actually key to keeping a long-lasting marriage vibrant, with gentleness, thoughtfulness, and care. 1. Intimacy in later life. A quiet need, not a forgotten one. Many people over 50, 60, or even 70 believe that they no longer need hugs, hand-holding, or loving gestures like they did in their youth. But that's a sad misunderstanding. In truth, as we age, we crave emotional connection even more. What we need at this stage in life isn't intensity, it's tenderness. A walk while holding hands, a soft, caring, "Are you tired, love?" or simply sitting silently together to watch the sunset. These quiet moments ease loneliness and refill the heart with peace. I remember an elderly gentleman, over 70, who said to his doctor, "I don't need much, just wish my wife would let me hold her hand or hug her before bed. But she brushes me off, saying we're too old for that." That simple wish speaks volumes. Many older women feel self-conscious about aging, worried their appearance isn't attractive or that their spouse might be disinterested. But often what your partner truly wants isn't perfection, it's openness, a willingness to share and walk side by side, no matter your age. When couples take care of each other with compassion, love doesn't fade, it simply becomes more thoughtful, more tender. Sometimes all it takes is the right touch at the right moment to calm an entire day's weariness. So please, don't think I'm too old for love. Marriage is a bond that needs nurturing, and without small acts of care, it can quietly fade. Aging doesn't end affection. It calls us to express it in deeper, more meaningful ways. 2. When oral affection is about respect, not embarrassment. One of the most common yet rarely asked questions among older couples is it safe or appropriate to express affection through gentle oral contact at our age? It may feel like an awkward topic, but it's a valid and important one. Without honest discussion, couples can drift apart due to misunderstanding or silent worry. First and foremost, let's be clear. Intimate gestures like a kiss, a gentle touch, or even oral affection are not wrong or inappropriate when done with mutual agreement, care, and hygiene. They aren't childish or shameful. They're ways to show love when traditional intimacy becomes more challenging. A woman in her 60s once shared, "I was hesitant at first, worried it wasn't clean or that something might happen. But after talking to my doctor, I started taking better care of myself. Then, one evening, I allowed my husband to kiss me gently, and surprisingly, I felt calm, not because of physical pleasure, but because I still felt loved, still valued." As we age, our bodies change. Hormones decline, sensitivity increases, and the body becomes more delicate. For some, health issues like heart disease or high blood pressure make traditional closeness difficult. In those cases, simple, gentle gestures at the right time and in the right way can bring incredible emotional comfort. The most important factors are mutual respect and cleanliness. If you practice proper hygiene and there are no signs of infection or discomfort, there's no need to fear. A warm shower, a soft towel, and a clean cloth are often all you need. And most importantly, don't do anything you feel uneasy about. Instead, speak gently with one another. "Does this feel okay for you? Would you like me to hold you for a while?" Even one kind question can open a path to honest, healing connection. Aging doesn't shut down emotional intimacy. Only fear and misunderstanding do. But when we let go of old stigmas, these moments can become meaningful bridges between two hearts that have shared a lifetime.
Cleanliness builds confidence. One reason many older women hesitate to be close to their partner is the fear that their body, especially private areas, may no longer be clean enough. But here's the truth. The body is far smarter and more self-caring than we think. The vaginal area, for instance, is naturally self-cleaning. It maintains a delicate balance of healthy bacteria that keeps it at just the right level of acidity to prevent infections or bad odors. The problem arises when we try too hard to clean it the wrong way, like deep washing, using harsh soaps, or using herbal steams with unknown ingredients. These habits can disrupt your body's balance, leading to irritation or discomfort. Here are a few gentle, effective tips to care for your intimate health. Gently rinse the outside with clean, warm water once a day. If needed, use a mild, pH-balanced feminine wash made for older women, pH 4 to 5, once daily. Don't wash inside the vaginal canal or use strong antiseptic soaps. After washing, pat dry with a soft towel. Avoid scented wipes or rough tissue. Choose breathable cotton underwear and change daily. If there's discharge, use a light cloth liner, but avoid long-term use of daily pads, which can trap moisture. Some think shaving all hair is more hygienic, but in fact, pubic hair protects against dirt and bacteria. If it feels uncomfortable, gently trim. No need to shave too close, which may cause irritation. Caring for your body in the right way doesn't just improve physical comfort, it boosts confidence. Many women have said, "Now that I know how to care for myself properly, I feel less worried, and it's brought me and my husband closer again." Cleanliness isn't for anyone else's approval, it's for your own well-being. When you feel light, fresh, and at ease in your own body, you naturally become more open, more loving, and love, as we know, has no expiration date. Honest conversation, the bridge to deeper closeness. Many older couples don't grow distant because they stopped loving each other. They grow distant because they stopped talking about what matters. As people age, small gestures, a hug, a gentle touch, or a caring question are often brushed aside with the thought, "We're too old for that." But the truth is, love at any age still needs nurturing, and one of the best ways to nurture love is simple. Talk to each other. Not just about errands or doctor's appointments, but about real feelings, fatigue, loneliness, affection, even unspoken hopes. Imagine a quiet evening where a husband softly says, "I just want to hold you, nothing more. I just want to be close." Or a wife gently asks, "Does this feel okay for you? Is there anything that makes you uncomfortable?" These simple questions break down walls. They create a space where no one feels ashamed and love can breathe again. I recall an older gentleman in his 60s who once said during a routine checkup, "I just want to be near my wife, not asking for much, but when I try to get close, she turns away. I don't want anything big, just to touch her hand, kiss her cheek. Even that feels out of reach." It was heartbreaking, because emotional distance is far more painful than physical separation. Many people think intimacy in old age is a taboo topic, but that silence is what causes misunderstandings and emotional walls. It's not about demanding more, it's about gently, honestly expressing what your heart still needs. Communication doesn't mean arguing or persuading, it means sharing quietly, kindly, without pressure. If you're worried about your body, say so. If you'd like more closeness, say that too. Don't wait until the silence becomes a habit or until distance feels permanent. Love doesn't start with action, it starts with a few simple words. "You still mean everything to me." Even if spoken late in life, those words can mend a bond that seemed forgotten. In your golden years, mutual understanding and companionship are treasures. And as long as two people can talk, they can always find their way back to each other, no matter how long it's been.
Emotions don't age, they bloom when nurtured. There's a common belief among older adults. At this age, I don't really feel much anymore. But if we listen carefully to our hearts, we'll realize emotions don't fade. They simply wait quietly, hoping we'll notice them again. As we age, loneliness can settle in. Children grow up, friends drift away, and health changes. In these moments, your life partner becomes your most important companion. And what keeps you together isn't duty or routine. It's the emotional connection you share, day by day. Many older women, after learning how to care for their own bodies better, especially intimate health, begin to feel more at ease. They talk more openly with their spouses. At first, it's just conversation, then a gentle touch, a quiet hug, moments of closeness they once thought they'd outgrown. And they're often surprised. Their hearts still feel deeply. I've known women in their 60s, 70s, even 80s, who still feel moved by a loving kiss, a gentle embrace, or simply leaning against their partner while listening to a favorite old song. These moments may be quiet, but they are real and they are powerful. They remind us that love doesn't retire, it evolves. For older adults, closeness isn't about satisfaction. It's about being seen and cherished. It's about knowing someone still cares, still wants to be near. A well-timed hug, a warm smile, a whispered, "I still love you." These gestures mean more than expensive gifts ever could. But remember, like any flower, love needs care. Without watering, even the most beautiful plant will wilt. But when nurtured, love can bloom again at any age. So if your partner is still by your side today, don't hold back. Give them a hug. Ask them how they feel. Or simply say, "I love you like I did in the beginning." That might be all it takes to make two hearts smile again. Conclusion: love is never too late. Your golden years are meant for peace, joy, and connection. The topics we often call hard to talk about may be exactly the ones that need the most care, because they strengthen our hearts, deepen our bonds, and remind us we're not alone. Intimacy, when shared with respect, kindness, and cleanliness, is not something to fear. It's a gentle expression of love, honest, safe, and healing. When you care for your body, share with your partner, and listen with compassion, your marriage can remain warm and full of life, no matter the year. If this video touched your heart or reminded you of something meaningful, please give it a like, share it with a friend, or subscribe to our channel, Golden Years Together, for more weekly inspiration. Thank you for listening. Stay healthy, stay loved, and may your days ahead be filled with peace, joy, and gentle companionship.